Hello and welcome everyone to what I am bringing you here today. Thanks for looking, thanks for joining, thanks for watching. We're going to look at, review, talk about this amazing Cadillac. Black on black CTS. This car is definitely worth your consideration. If you've been looking for one, you need to look and you need to watch, because this right here is a bit of a unicorn. This is hard to find. This is 60,000 miles. Yes, let me say it again, 60,000 miles. A true one owner car. A one owner car with 60,500 and something miles. We'll see when we look inside. Unbelievable. And it's my favorite color combination, black on black. If you've been looking for this, you should look, watch, consider, and check it out, because what an amazing car. It's as nice as it looks, it's as nice as it appears. I'm going to show you and tell you the only few flaws, of which there are very few, and they are very small. It runs perfect, it drives perfect, everything works. I mean, think about that. The age of the car, everything works. Everything works on this car just like it should, and it doesn't need a thing. And the best part, one of the best parts, I love the smell of a Cadillac in this time period. And this car still smells like a new Cadillac inside. That's right. It's been garage kept, it's been lovingly cared for, and it literally still smells, has that brand new Cadillac smell, Cadillac leather on the inside. Look how clean and clear the front end is. Look how nice the headlights are. The auxiliary fan is running right now because I've had it running while I was taking pictures and things. But look how nice, clean, clear the headlights. Look how nice the grille is. Beautiful Cadillac crest. The original front license plate bracket holder, which you can take off if you don't like. Absolutely spectacular this car is. I mean, really. And another great thing, I'm gonna get into talking about all kinds of things about this car, but this has the 3.6 liter engine, which by nearly everyone is considered and regarded to be the best engine to have in one of these cars. It's got great power. It's almost 260 horsepower. It's remarkable. It's plenty of power for this car. There were smaller engine choices offered. There was only, I believe, a 3.2 liter offered in this year, but then in the next year, they came out with a 2.8 version. A lot of people don't like the 2.8 because it's very underpowered for this car. It's kind of like driving if you've driven a Ford Fusion with a 4-cylinder and then a 6-cylinder. You'll always pick the 6-cylinder, even if the fuel mileage is like 1 mile to the gallon difference. Same thing here. This engine is right for this car, and it's also got a better reputation. And the smaller engine had a timing belt. This engine has a timing chain, so no need to worry about that. Maintenance-free chain. And the fuel mileage is still reasonable. It's 18 in the city and 26 on the highway. So it's great gas mileage. Look how nice the hood is. I mean, there isn't even a stone chip on that hood that's worth me pointing out to you, because it's that nice. That's right, it's that nice. Let me finish walking around the outside here. This side is just as nice as the other. The other side is even more beautiful in the sun. The exterior color name of this color is actually called Black Raven. I mean, simply it's black, but Cadillac calls it Black Raven. Is the name of this exterior color. I just love, I mean, look at the Cadillac crest with the colors. It's on the front, it's on the back, it's on the steering wheel. You know, they're trying to get all new and nouveau riche with the emblem without the color, which I know everybody likes black emblems and black badges and no chrome on cars. I just I don't know. I'm not a fan of that. I like the original emblem. I like the original crest. I like the colors in it. I like when the older Cadillacs, the sedans, had it here on the C-pillar, right about there. They'd have the crest. It's just elegant. But that's the original. That's the way it should be. I mean, I still like the big giant hood ornaments that were about an inch thick that, you know, were on the hood. This car wouldn't look right with a hood ornament. But also, to my comment about chrome, if you look at this car, I think this car is very modern looking nowadays because the window trim here, look, is black. It's not chrome. Cadillac wasn't trying to be flashy with this car. They're trying to be a little sporty, but it's all black here. There's actually no chrome, I believe. There's no chrome on this car. Even the grille is that kind of satin bronzy color. So I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think this car looks its age at all. And speaking of age, let's do that math again. 60,000 miles, a legitimate one-owner car. One owner, clean Carfax, clean history, clean title. This car doesn't have any stories. This car doesn't have any issues. A one-owner car with 60,000 miles. That math is very simple to do. It's 3,000 miles a year. I mean, where are you going to find that on another one of these anyway? You probably won't. Love the taillights on this car. I do personally. Again, I think the entire car is pleasing. The inside is beautiful, and again, smells like a new Cadillac. The bumper, super clean here. Both bumpers, super clean. There is nothing negative. This car is ready to go, ready to drive, and it's very modern. Other than all the blind spot and things like that, you know, we'll go on the inside here and I'll show you. It's got great features, Bose sound system and heated seats and a beautiful sunroof. Even that Cadillac crest here on the front is less worn than newer Escalades that I've seen where they did still use this colored crest with the wreath. This is less worn than some of those. Oh, there's the chrome. I knew there was some piece of chrome and I was forgetting right here on the edge of the hood, that piece of chrome. But it kind of lends to the chrome on the emblem and the satin bronze color on the grille. So I think that looks fine. But I guess my point was there isn't a whole bunch of other chrome that makes it look dated to a degree. Man, black cars are beautiful, but every time you look, you can find another smudge. Let's see. So let's talk about the service right now real quick. So you can see the wheels are in beautiful shape. These have been replaced. These are not the originals. The original wheel on this car was chrome, but owner was having issues with the chrome peeling and flaking and losing air on the tires, which is very common for any chrome wheel. There's really no chrome wheel that's ever existed that once it gets some age on it and if the finish starts to deteriorate, it's very hard to avoid that, no matter what. Chrome is not good for sealing tires. So the wheels were changed. These are very nice looking, I think. I think they look nice and clean and elegant, yet a little sporty on the car, which is about right for the car's personality. The brand is Elbrus. They are 16-inch, so they're nothing obscenely sized. 225, 55, 16 is the tire size right there. It's upside down. These are all-season tires. All these wheels are in great shape. There are no issues with the wheels. The tires have 8/32 tread, and they're also not very old because this was just done a few years ago. The brakes have 90% life remaining per the recent mechanical inspection that was done. So the brakes and tires are excellent. The items that were replaced, there's this wheel, very nice, no curb rash or anything. The items that were just replaced, the trunk struts, I'll show you in the trunk when we open it. The little gas struts that hold up the trunk, those were replaced. They were original and getting a little weak. Wiper blades replaced. Brake calipers were overhauled, all 4 of them. A 4-wheel alignment done and a fresh oil change. So the trunk struts, all 4 brake calipers sorted out, gone through, lubricated, overhauled. The wiper blades replaced, an oil change done, and an alignment. That's all this car needed. Additionally, the battery tested great, and it's only a couple years old. I'll show you that when we go under the hood. At 59,000 miles, so literally about 1,500 miles ago, the coolant was flushed and changed. And additionally, on its clean, once again, clean one-owner Carfax report, There is regular service and maintenance. And again, when I said earlier, verified 60,000 miles, when you see and look at the history and the entries on this car's Carfax report, you will certainly see that it is obviously very legitimate that the miles are correct, because there are entries all the way through showing the mileage going up just a little bit every year. So regular service and maintenance on there as well. It also has both original keys, 2 keys and 2 remotes. So I'll say that a few more times. There's this wheel, very clean and nice, same way. Lug nuts are nice and shiny. Look how nice and clean those lug nuts are. There's this one. All right. So that's the recent service and a little bit more about the history. What else? 60,001 owner miles. Should I flip the car around in the sun on the other side so you guys can see the other side? Maybe we'll do that towards the end. I want you to see how this side is just as nice as the other side. Let's see. Let me show you a couple of flaws on the outside that I want to point out that are so small. Right here on the hood, right there, it's a little bit of bubbling on the finish, right there by that chrome piece, and right there, right above my nail, very small right there. So 2 really, really small things right there. I don't think that's going to get any worse as long as it's kept nice and kept clean. It's just more bubbling on the finish. The second thing on the outside is there is a small ding in the roof that's been touched up right where I'm pointing. It's hard for me to see this with the sun. Right there. Let me move this way. There, the sun is right on it. It's not a deep ding, but it's right there. Just a shallow ding on the roof. That doesn't matter. It's not affecting anything. And then lastly, the corner of this bumper has bumped into something at some point. Little tiny bit of a spider webbing right here. I mean, you can hardly see it. And then there was a little bit of touch-up paint put right here on the very edge of the bumper. Right there, right there, right here, right there. Let me move. There we go. I mean, it's really minor, but you know, when you're gonna sit here and say that this car is basically perfect, of course there usually has to be something, but literally that's all I can show you. That the bumper right there, the little tiny ding in the roof, and the little bit of bubbling on the hood edge. Other than that, I mean, the rest of the bumpers are perfect. The body is gorgeous. There aren't any door dings. I'm gonna be completely honest, because that's how I am, honest, open, transparent about everything I know. There were a couple of door dings in this rear door, and there was one in the front door on that side. I had them removed. So they were just the type that could be removed without any type of body work, just paintless dent removal. So there is literally not a ding on this car. Look down the side. There's nothing. There's not a ding anywhere, except if you counted the one on the roof to be a ding, because it is actually dented, but that's not easily fixable. So that's why we didn't do that. So that's everything on the outside. One owner, 60,000 miles, 2 sets of keys, black on black. It smells like a new Cadillac inside, and it's mechanically 100%. I mean, you can't find this car. And I wanted to say on this video, I love luxury cars. I love older stuff. I love Lincolns. I do have a lot of respect, and I like a Cadillac. But if you've been looking for this, you better reach out to me and get your hands on it, because it's ready to go and it's ready to drive. I recently listed, and you can look at the video on my YouTube channel, a black on black Lincoln Town Car, and it was gorgeous like this, and it had low miles for its year, but not as low as this. It was a 1996 with 116, and it has low miles for the year, and it was gorgeous. It was black on black. It was a beautiful car, but it's hard to find those town cars in black on black. And it's not easy to find this car in black on black. So if you like the black on black, or you've been looking for it, again, get a hold of me. The town car, to prove my point, the town car was sold to a man in Omaha, Nebraska. That's right. So I'm in Columbus, Ohio, right here as I film this. And as you'll see me, right, this car's in Ohio. And the man who purchased that town car from the seller was in Omaha, Nebraska. So that car went all that way simply because that man was looking for a black on black town car. And you know how it got there? Just a quick sidebar story. I drove the car to the man. I did, because I was so excited that he was so excited to get that car. He was 85 years old, living in a retirement home, and he currently owned a town car, but it was green with gray interior, and he always had wanted a black on black one. And there's more details, but save you the details. I actually drove that car to him in Omaha because I wanted him to have it in person. I wanted him to see it and touch it before he bought it. I wanted him to appreciate how nice it was. And because of all my efforts and me driving it out there to him, he took me to a steak dinner at the finest steak restaurant in Omaha. And it was a fantastic, whatever you want to call it, good deed, mazal. There's a lot of things, but yeah, it was a great experience, and I'm happy that he has that car. So let's take a look on the inside of this beautiful, beautiful car. There are two negative things on the inside of this car that, once again, are so small they're not even worth mentioning, but I will because that's how I am. Everything works. Once again, I want to stress that everything works on the car like it should. The front two windows are auto down and up. The rear two windows are auto down only. Even something like this, there's new cars right now that don't do this. I mean, you know, there's new cars right now that wouldn't have as nice of a door pull handle as that. They have plastic junk. But anyway, power windows. Oh, the smell. I wish you could smell on a video, because now that this door's open and this nice cool interior, because the air conditioning works perfectly, it smells that new Cadillac leather smell. It's permeating right now outside. It's wonderful. Power mirrors, power locks, easy exit seat, and then this is the memory seat. This button is slightly worn, but this is a memory 1 and 2. Works fine. Easy exit seat. Trunk release. Look how nice that door panel is. Look at the beautiful wood on the door. I think this is real wood. I'm not sure, but it's certainly darn nice if it isn't. It's very nice. It matches the steering wheel to a degree. The grain pattern's a little bit different. The steering wheel definitely is, and the steering wheel is beautiful. While I'm right here, you can see how beautiful this door panel is. This is one of the two interior flaws that I will point out to you. This speaker grill has a couple little cracks in it, probably from bumping it with your foot. Very, very minor, but, you know, like I said, I have to find something to point out. Original floor mat in excellent condition, very excellent condition. Driver's side seat, fantastic. This was adult owned. This didn't have pets. This didn't have kids. This wasn't smoked in, clearly, because it still smells like a new Cadillac. And nobody's ever been in the back seat. I mean, maybe once in a while, but nobody has routinely sat in the back seat, and you'll see how nice it is. This was during the time period when Cadillac was integrating the seat belt into the seat, and I kind of like it because it makes it easier to reach and it retracts really easily. But anyway, look how nice the bolster is. This leather is soft and nice, just, I mean, normal checking lines here, nice and firm on the seat bottom. The perforated leather in the middle, which is really wild because newer cars have perforated leather because of cooled seats. This car doesn't have cooled seats, it has heated seats, but it just makes it, you know, more elegant and more sporty, I guess. Seats are super, super comfortable. I'm going to make an entirely separate video of me driving this car, and I encourage you to watch that. I'm going to drive it on the city, on the freeway, talk to you about what I think, what I feel, but I'll tell you right here, right now, nothing short of amazing. It's fun, it's responsive, it handles nicely, it's got great power, and it's smooth and quiet. I mean, it's everything you could possibly want from a nice luxury car. So, driver's side seat, remarkable. This leather here on the console, look how clean this is inside here. This is perfect, the stitching's perfect. There's an additional box down below, cup holder, Clean, clean, clean. Look at the perforated leather on the shifter. You know, I don't think they would put that kind of effort and detail into a newer car today. I mean, look at that. It's beautiful. And then the wood on the shift head. The wood's perfect. So let's hop in here. Maybe I can cool off a little bit. There's our beautiful miles. Look at that. 60,573. I mean, there's cars that are 2023s that have more mileage than that, and you guys know it. It idles perfectly, it runs perfectly, it shifts perfectly, it just does everything right. Love this steering wheel. This was around the time that Cadillac was really making a comeback or trying to make a comeback. And again, I think they did a good job because I think this car is handsome and sexy for today, you know? Absolutely perfect leather here on the steering wheel, the stitching and the on the inside and where the leather comes together. It's perfect. There's not a mark, there's not a blemish. Very, very, very nice. The wood is so nice. The finish on it is perfect. There's nothing worn. Love to tap my ring on a wood steering wheel when you drive and look at that gorgeous colored Cadillac crest. Like the design of this steering wheel. I think the steering wheel looks very current. But anyway, I'm a big steering wheel person. It's what you got to look at and touch when you drive a car. I think it's important that it's pleasing or that you like it, in my opinion. So automatic headlights right here, fog lights. I can show you those on when we go up front under the hood. Cruise control works fine. I mean, you know, if you know GM cars, even look at the cruise control switch here. None of this is worn, which if a car has a lot of miles, this white writing on this plastic would come off if someone routinely used it. Even the button on the side to set the cruise isn't worn. You know, these are the signs that tell a car's true story if it somehow didn't look or feel like it had 60,000 miles. But this car does, this car is, and everything says that it is. Bose sound system in the car. These are the little tweeters here on the A-pillar. Side airbags in this car all the way from the front to the rear in both of the pillars on the sides of the seats, and then back there in the back up there. So it's got side airbags all the way through and through. I like this textured pattern on the dashboard myself. It's perfect, no issues. Real nice, of course, auto dimming mirror, compass in the mirror. OnStar, I mean, I'm sure it works, but you'd have to pay for it. Home link is up here on the visor. Illuminated visors, of course. The sunroof is interesting because this is kind of like an Audi or a Volkswagen, if you've ever seen those. You turn the dial for as much as you want it to open, and then it will open. So you could go halfway like there, and it's going to stop right there. Or you go back to the 12 o'clock position, and it's going to go like that. Oh, this way, that's right. Audis and Volkswagens, you push up on the button to vent them. This one goes to the 1 o'clock position to do the vent position, and then back to the 12 o'clock position to close it. So operates perfectly, nice and quiet and smooth. This car has traction control. There's a winter driving mode right there. It has traction control inside the glove box. You can turn it off, which nobody really ever should. Super clean in here. Power outlet right there. Automatic climate control. Once again. AC works perfect. It's freezing cold, blasting on my face right now. No funny smells. New Cadillac smell inside this car. Heated seats on both sides. Sound system, CD. There's a trip computer up here. You push this button, shows you the time here. The miles to empty, which isn't very correct because it's been idling so much. The trip odometers are in here. The outside temperature display is right there, 77, and then it'll give you your transmission fluid life, your engine oil life, the battery volts, you know, all that kind of stuff right here in this menu. So very, very nice. I like to leave it on the range. Once again, here's a key, here's a remote. It has two. It has two complete sets of keys. 2 keys, 2 remotes, both working. Let's continue on, shall we? 24 minutes, not too bad. I'm gonna pop the trunk. Let me show you the headliner now that I'm outside. absolutely perfect, just like the rest of the car. The visors are nice and tight to the ceiling. Again, that sunroof is perfect. The shade, there's the shade, excellent condition. It moves nice and smoothly. The rest of the headliner is nice, tight, no issues there. Door jambs. Door jambs are perfect and clean, as you would expect. Bottoms of the doors. Everything's clean. Clean and nice. The back seat, like I said, it hasn't, it 100% hasn't been, that's a little hair. It has not been used. It has not been sat on hardly at all. Not with any type of regularity. Oh, cup holder insert. This is a pass through to the trunk. So there's the trunk. So you can put long objects through. Nice and clean. If you do have kids and you're gonna look to buy this car, it has ISOFIX anchors in the seats here, but definitely haven't been any children in here yet. Original mat here on this side. Backs of the seats are very nice, clean. Lots of, it's not a bad sized back seat either. This door panel is perfect. Door jamb, clean. Bottom of the door. Okay. See, every time you look, another smudge somewhere. All right, trunk. Trunk is spacious. It's a good size for the size of the car. It's absolutely. There's the pass through. Absolutely perfect. I mean, there's not a mark, there's not a stain, there's not a crumb, there's not a spot. I mean, it's absolutely perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Take me a second here to show you that everything is perfect under here as well. There we go. Look at that. There's the cargo net if you really want to use it. There's the tire that's never been used, and there's the jack and the tool, and look how brand new this is. Absolutely new. I mean, look at the styrofoam down there. It's never even gotten dirty. Perfect. The original GM label with the option codes, if for some reason you want to see that right there with the all the option code numbers and the paint color. Some people like to see that to see what something specific if they know what they're looking for. So there you go. Look, this is nice and firm. I mean, it has not been used or abused in any way. You can hear the Velcro still there like it should be. This twists nice and smoothly. I'm just gonna put it back so I don't forget before we go drive it. Make sure nothing rattles. I don't want anything to be loose when we drive the car, right? That's any kind of noise that we wouldn't want to hear that isn't right. All right, I think that's good. The bottom side of the trunk, perfect. These are the struts that were replaced. These were actually from the Cadillac dealer, actually. These are genuine parts from Cadillac. Look at the trunk seal. I mean, I'm showing you that I'm going around here to show you the trunk jam, but look at the trunk seal. Look at that. And when a car has been heavily used from strollers and grocery trips and junk in and out, people will inevitably mark or tear this seal. But look how nice this seal is. Look at that. It's perfect. I mean, this car is I don't even know. I don't know how to quantify it. A unicorn, a 9 point something. I don't know. What would you? I don't know. Give me your opinion of what you think this car is. I think it can't be a 10 because it has a few flaws, and I'm about to show you the second interior flaw. but it's certainly a 9 point something, 9.5, 9.7. This seat, just as nice as the other side, same thing here. That smell gets me every time. I mean, you can tell that a car hasn't been used when you look how nice the buckles are, you know, and the seat belts themselves. So nice. So here's the only other interior flaw, the speaker. If you didn't hear me say it, if you weren't watching that part, there's a couple little cracks in the driver's side speaker grill. That's one, and here's the second for the interior. There were 3 flaws on the exterior that I talked about that were really minor. These 2 on the interior, same thing, really minor. I'm thinking that this was bleach from the grocery store that spilled in the carpet. So there's a bleach stain, what I think is a bleach stain here, there, right there, there. It's not gonna, you know, the carpet's still there. It doesn't affect anything, but it just, you know, the color. I'm assuming it got on the floor mat, which is why we're missing this floor mat. I didn't ask about that, but it's not that big of a deal. So this floor mat is not here. You can see right there just a little bit as well. So anyway, another quote-unquote flaw, but it's not affecting anything. This door panel, perfect. Bottom of the door jamb. And passenger side seat, I mean, I don't think this was used as much as the driver, of course. Of course, somebody always has to be in the driver's seat. But this seat, I mean, look at behind the seat belt. There's hardly any wear. I mean, that mark right there is from the buckle resting right here. Just nice all the way. And then here's this floor mat. So all the floor mats are here except for the right rear one, but this one's really nice. The driver's side one's really nice, but as it should be for only having, you know, 60,000 miles. Again, if you didn't hear me say it a little bit ago, take a look at my other video of it. I'm gonna drive it on the city and the freeway. Little compartment right there for some change or something. Things were more thoughtfully engineered, I think, in the older cars. I like older cars. There's the bottom of the door. I like older cars. I think they're better built. I think they're better quality. Look how clean this door jamb is. It's so clean. Wait till you see under the hood. Let's look under the hood. That's gonna be the last thing. Showed you the inside, showed you the trunk, showed you the headliner, showed you the sunroof operation. Outside, we've seen, I mentioned I would flip it around here so you can see the other side in the sun. Let's go into the hood first. Thank you for watching and joining and taking a look. All right, I want you to leave a comment. I want you to give a suggestion, give some feedback. If you own one of these cars and you want to say something, say it. Share with others. I like when my videos are used as a discussion board for others, so feel free. And here we are, just as clean as the rest of the car, as clean as you should expect it to be. Before I forget, GM Delco battery, there's the date right on it, 12/21. Exactly like I said, a couple years old. 3.6 liter V6 variable valve timing VVT, 255 horsepower. See the Cadillac crest with the silver and no color on this engine cover, which, you know, still looks nice, but that's how the newer ones are, and I don't like it. I like the color. Look how nice the hood pad is. It's all here. It's all clean. All the clips that hold it are there. The bottom of the hood is super clean. Look how nice the bottom of this chrome piece is, the chrome that I forgot about on the leading edge of the hood. Even that bubbling that I showed as a blemish right there, you can see that on the inside, it doesn't really go on the inside right here. It's really just on the outside. It's really, that's why it's so minor. So look how clean, look how nice the latch is. This hood strut is nice and strong, holds up the hood just fine. Look how clean the cowl is back here, all the plastic. Sorry, I don't mean to make you dizzy, but I like to show everything I can. Know that AC is working great because look how much water and sweat is on these lines. Yeah, working overtime because it's hot right now. Look how clean the latch is. You can see down in here. See how clean the condenser is and all that. Going to hover right here so you can hear it without me talking. All right, and now I'd like to rev it up a little bit. I like to do that so that you don't just hear it at idle, but you hear it at a little higher RPMs. Let me get my foot in here. All right, I'm gonna turn the headlights on so I can show you guys the headlights and the fog lights. Everybody seen enough under the hood? All right. So it's really bright, but let's go over here. You can see the headlight, the parking light, and then the fog light down below. You know, I really think this is attractive. I like the style. I like everything about this car. I really do. This is a car that if I could keep everything, I would have too many cars. But I really like the styling of the car. I want to flip it around as I mentioned I would, so you can see the other side in the sun. So let's do that and then we'll conclude. And again, don't forget to look for and watch my video of me driving the car more than just this, and we'll talk some more about it and we'll drive it. I'll turn the lights off. Okay, yep, we'll drive it on the city and the freeway like I mentioned, all around. Isn't that wood steering wheel just grand? I mean, love that. Love that. Okay. Here's this side in the sun. Once again, I think there was a dent in this front door. I mean, I'm talking small stuff, but it's gone now. I think it was the front. So look at that profile view. Very, very handsome car. Once again, where are you going to find, this is water drops from the air conditioning. Where are you going to find 60,000 miles? And, you know, like I always say to people, if it was another one that had 60,000 miles, but it wasn't a great color, or if it was another one that was 60,000 miles, but it had 4 owners and an accident. If it was another one, you know, that had low miles, but it was beat up and it wasn't in good condition. You know, I mean, this car is everything right. Low miles, 1 owner, clean Carfax. Low miles, 1 owner, clean Carfax. Great maintenance, needs nothing, ready to go, ready to drive. Low miles, I mean, the color, I love black on black. Any luxury car, you know, how many Rolls Royces do you see that are red? I mean, I'm sure there's some out there, but black is just timeless and pure and elegant. So I appreciate your views. I appreciate you watching. I appreciate anything you want to say. Leave a thumbs up, ring the bell, give a comment, subscribe, whatever you like to do, and definitely check out my other video, driving the car on the city and the freeway streets, and we'll go from there. All right, thank you everyone. Beautiful, beautiful Cadillac CTS 3.6 liter, 60,573 miles. Thanks for watching. Peace. Until next time. Bye-bye.